Hey folks, welcome to the second part of the Slack Huddle series using 100ms. And in this video, we're going to implement two particular functionalities. First one is how to implement the mute and unmute feature in our Slack Huddle application. And the second one is how to implement the leave call functionality in our Slack Huddle application. In the part 1, we integrated audio conferencing feature in our Slack Huddle application. If you haven't checked that video yet, then please find the link of that video in the description down below. And let's dive right in. To start with, I want to show you what the Slack Huddle app will look like at the end of the process. On the left, you can see Kritika, on the right is me, and at the bottom, there are three icons. The first one is the unmute and mute button. The second one is the add more people button. And the third one is the leave Slack Huddle button. All right, now we will explore how we built these features as well as how we have created this UI. In the end, I will also show you how this application really works. To start with, let's jump right into Xcode and see how to build this UI. So first we have taken two edge stacks, one for the user cards and another for the three buttons below that. We have placed these edge stacks inside our VStack so that we get the view that we want. The very first edge stack, we have taken receiver's profile image and displayed it on the left. The caller's image, me in this case, is on the right. Right now we have used hard-coded data to implement this, but later in the video series, I will show you how to fetch this data using 100ms APIs. In second edge stack, we have added three buttons with an image inside each one. For the images, we have used SF symbols in this case. Now let's implement our very first feature, which is mute and unmute feature. Now to add the mute and unmute feature where a user can just tap the microphone button on and off, we need to use the HMS SDK object and access the local peer's audio track. Then we can set the setMute method's boolean value as true or false based on whatever the state is. To access the HMS SDK object, here in sheet view, we need to pass the object from Slack chat view and use it here. Define the HMS object here in sheet view and pass it over along with the user object when sheet view is initialized from Slack chat view. Once that is done, let's write a method that can perform an action when a user taps the microphone button. Let's name the method mic button tapped. Inside it, write the following code. Next, let's create a boolean type object named isMute that will help maintain the setMute method's state whenever a user taps the microphone button. Now we are good with the mute unmute feature. Let's implement the leave call feature now. To add the leave call feature, which will work by tapping the button with the X mark, we have used the HMS SDK object here and we have called the API called leave. So we have written HMS SDK.leave, and inside this completion handler, we can perform our actions. So what we have done here is that we have just popped the screen back to the previous one when our work is done. Let's add this API call inside a method named leaveRoom, which is called when a user taps the leave call button. We have pushed the user to the previous screen when they can leave the Slack Huddle call or do whatever else they feel like. Now let's test the application with a real demo. On one side, I'll join the Slack Huddle room using my audio rooms template address on the browser. On the other side, I'll initiate this room using my real iOS device because we have to test some audio related features. And there we go. You can play around with this application, which now allows you to join the Slack Huddle call, mute, unmute yourself, and leave this huddle call if you want to. So guys, that's all for this video. If you like the video, then please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to this channel for more such videos in future. See you in the next one. Bye.